Welcome back to Nusrat Ma'am Ki online classes. Let's see how to work with file system in Linux to create directories and file. Linux file system is different from Windows file system. In Linux, you might be looking for My Computer icon or you might be looking for Windows Explorer. In Linux, we have file system, but we don't see those drive like C drive, D drive or E drive. As you can see this forward slash, the file system start with a forward slash and that we call it the root directory. Everything begins in your system from this root directory. All the folders, hard drive, everything is located in this root directory. So remember it, forward slash represent the root directory and the root directory the topmost parent directory. Every other directory in Linux is the subdirectory under this root directory. Now we will see about the home directory. This is the home directory under the root directory. The home directory contains the directories for the individual user account. Here you can see two directories in home directory. This is the home directory for the user Nusrat and this is the home directory for the user Nuzi. It means that every Linux user account get the directory here. Here I open the terminal. As you all know, the shortcut key to open terminal is Ctrl-Alt-T. See this tilde symbol? This tilde symbol represents the home directory, right? You are located at home directory. Home directory is also known as login directory. When the user is logged onto the system, Linux automatically places the user in the default working directory called home directory. It is created by the system at the time when a user account is created and generally will have a path /home/username. Here username refers to the login name. Now here I type our very first command, that is to display home directory in Nusrat login name. Here we have to use echo and then you have to give one space and then you have to give $sign and then write system variable name home in capital letter. So here you can see the path starting with root directory. This first forward slash is the root directory. Then you can see home directory and then you can see user name. Now here I change the login name to Nuzi. Here I open the terminal, Ctrl-Alt-T. Now here I type the same command to display the home directory, that is echo space capital letter home. Here you can see the change. Here the username is Nuzi. This way you can see the absolute path name and this absolute path name always begins with root directory. Now it's time to get practical exposure on few basic Ubuntu commands. In this exercise, first of all we will create the subject directory and then we will create three more subdirectory, that is computer, math and science. Here we will also create files like practical theory in different directories like computer and science. Here I open terminal. Before creating any directory or file, first of all we will find out our current working directory using the command pwd, that stands for present working directory. It is actually showing the home directory where I am currently located at. pwd stands for present working directory. And as the name suggests, command pwd print the current working directory or the directory where the user are currently located at. After we log into a system, we can move around from one directory to another. But at any given point of time, we will be located only in one directory. The directory where we are located at that moment is known as current directory or present working directory. See here, as I told you earlier, this first forward slash is the root directory, while other slash act as a directory delimiter or separator. Absolute path is nothing but the complete path starting from root directory. Now here I will type ls command, that is used to see the listing of files and directory in the current working directory. And at present we are located at home directory. So ls command will list the directories and file of the home directory. Let's say I want to go to the desktop directory from the current working directory, that is home directory. So here I will type cd space desktop. D capital here. Remember, Linux strictly follow the case sensitive. So if you will type D in small letter, you may not get output. So to go to documents or to change the directory to desktop, you have to type D in capital letter. Now again I want to check current working directory. So again I will use the pwd command. Here you can press up or down arrow key to get the command back that you have already typed or used before, so that you don't have to type the same command again. So right now we are working in desktop directory. Before creating any directory or files, we will see the listing of desktop directory. So I will execute ls command again. See here in GUI, this desktop directory is empty. So ls command don't have any directory or file on desktop to show right now. Now we will create our subject directory using the command mkdir, that stands for make directory. And in mkdir command, you have to give at least one argument, that is the directory name. So here I will give directory name as subject. And now press enter. See here in GUI you can see this subject directory. And using ls command, yes. Now we need to create subdirectory inside this subject directory. So here we will use the command cd to go inside the subject directory. Cd subject. PWD, yes. CD stands for change directory. It enables us to move around the file system. In case when we need to store any data within a directory, CD command is used to change or go within a specific directory. Now here we will create 3 more subdirectory inside this subject directory. The power of command line over GUI lies in its flexibility. It means here in GUI, if I will right click and I will go for new folder, at a time I can create one file or one directory. While it is possible to create multiple directories using a single mkdir command. So here I will type mkdir and then my 3 subdirectories, that is computer, give one space, science and then max, and press enter. Here we will check it out in GUI. So this way we are getting 3 subdirectory inside this subject directory. Go for ls command now. Yes. Some point to remember while using mkdir command are, in case if you wish to create directory like mkdir my space school space project. Here you can see 2 space between these 3 words. So it will create 3 separate directories. One directory for my, second directory for school and the third directory for project. But here I wish to create a directory with a single word. Then we can go for double quotation mark. By adding double quotation mark, this make the directory as a single directory. Alternatively, you can replace this space with underscore even as a separator. Like this you have to do. And if I will write mkdir 1 space 2 space 3. Now you know it will create 3 separate directories. To create one single directory, again use double quotation mark. Now we will move to our next step, that is to create files to store our information. We will create 2 files, that is practical and theory, inside this computer directory. First of all, I need to change the subject directory to computer directory. So here I type cd computer. That will change the current directory to this computer directory. Now I am inside this computer directory. To create a file, you have to use cat command. And then you have to use redirection operator, that is greater than. And then you have to write your file name, that is practical. Here you have to write some content like this is my sample practical file in computer directory. And now you have to press Ctrl D, that indicate the end of the file character. Cat command not only used to create a file but also used to display content of file. So type cat, just give one space and then write your file name. So here you can see the content. In the same way we will create a file for theory. Type cat command again. greater than, and then your file name, that is theory, some contain here. Control D, type ls to see the listing. So we have two files inside this computer directory. Now I want to create theory files in the science directory. So I need to come back to the subject directory. Here, to move back to the parent directory or to go back one level up, we need to type command cd space dot dot. And don't forget space here. This double dot represents the parent directory. It is just like pressing the back button in Windows that take you back one level. So here the parent directory of computer is subject. So we are inside this subject directory. Now we will go inside the science directory by the command cd science. And then I will write my command cat space greater than theory some contain goes here in theory file of science directory. Control D. Suppose I want to add some more content at the end of this existing theory file. Again, I will not create a file, but I will use the command cat, and with one simple change I can append the content in this theory file. Just you have to use double greater than symbol and then your file name. Here write some content. And Control D. Remember, to create a file we will use single greater than symbol, but to append the content we will go for double greater than symbol. Now to see the content of the file we will use the cat command again, then space your file name, that is theory. So here you are getting both the line. Fine. Now here type the command cd space dot dot to come back to the subject directory. And then again type ls. So here you can see all this directory. Congratulations, you have successfully completed your first practical exercise in Linux Ubuntu. Now it's time to boost your confidence by doing one more exercise that is similar to the exercise that we did it right now. Go on and rock it. Suppose we are in some internal directory, like we are inside the science directory, and we need to come back to the home directory. So what we will do? Suppose we are in some internal directory like science. I want to come back to home directory. Here we will write cd space dot dot. That will take me back to the subject directory from this science directory. Again I will write cd space dot dot. That will take me back to desktop directory from the subject directory. And then finally again I will write cd space dot dot. That again it will take me back to the home directory. So I have written cd space dot dot twice. Here first I will navigate back to the science directory to show the alternative way to navigate. Cd space desktop, then subject, and then science. Instead of writing cd desktop, again cd subject, cd science, I can write in a same line. Just I have to use slash as a separator. Here you can see we are 3 level down. So here I will type cd space dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot. Enter. So directly we can go back to the home directory. We are already familiar with cd command, that is change directory. Now we will see different option that goes with cd command. In last video lecture I told you option is used to change the behavior of the command. We already know cd space desktop is used to move back to the desktop directory from any current working directory. You can also go for cd space tilde, that represent home directory, then slash and then D capital, and you have to write desktop directory. This way also you can navigate, or directly write desktop. You can go for any of this command. If I want to move to the root directory directly from the current working directory, so here I will write cd space slash, and this slash represent the root directory. So right now we are located at root directory, As you know, cd space tilde is used to change to home directory from the current directory, or you can type cd and with no space, no argument. Directly press enter. That also take you to the home directory, as you can see here. So you can see that cd without any argument works same as cd tilde. Right now I'm at home directory and we want to change to the previous directory where you were working earlier. So here you have to type cd space hyphen. Our current working directory will be changed to the previous working directory, that is the root directory that you can see here. Here type ls. In root directory I want to go inside this where directory. In this where directory I want to go inside the log subdirectory. So here I will write the command cd space root directory var log. This way also we can navigate to any subdirectory inside this root directory. So here we have done all this option that goes with cd command. Now naming convention in Linux. While creating any object like a directory or a file in Linux, we have to follow certain rule. A file name or directory name can be up to 255 character long. Remember it, 255 character long. Unlike Windows operating system, name in Linux can contain any character other than 2 characters. First one is /, which is reserved for the root directory. / is also used as a directory separator. And the second one is the null character, which is used to indicate the end of the string. We can use any alphabet character or number or period, you can say dot, mostly used for hidden file. We can also use hyphen, underscore instead of using any space between words in file name. Any other control character or non-printable characters are also permitted. As you can see, different example here. Here you can use character like period, as I told you earlier, that is used to create hidden file. You can use caret, or you can use plus sign, minus sign. You can use bracket. You can go for $, hash, right? In Windows, we can't use such special character in file name. But here in Linux, we can use such character in file name. In Linux, all file name are case sensitive. Here I will show you what it means. Here, if I will create file like new document, empty document, and here I will give the name as max. Here file name max is in small letter. Here I will create one more file, new document, empty document. Here I will write M as capital letter, and third file also I will create it. Everything in capital letter. In Windows, it will not allow you to create the same file name in the same directory. But in Linux, we can create because it will consider uppercase and lowercase as different one. So it is possible for multiple directory or files with the same name to coexist in the same directory. As we know very well, why we use file? We will use the file to store our personal information, and this file can be kept inside the directory that work like a container. Text editor like Nano, Pico, Vim, ED and other text editor are generally best suited for creating text file. However, many times the user need to create a file quickly. The command cat come in handy when you want to create a file quickly. It is mainly used to display the content of a small file on the terminal. We have done this exercise practically. To create a file single greater than, to append a file double greater than, and to display content just you have to give space. Now the cat command is basically derived from the word concatenate. Concatenate means to combine multiple files and to store it in another file. Here we will check it out. Suppose I want to combine the content of theory and practical file of computer directory into a single file. So I need to go inside the computer directory. First I will go to home directory by typing tilde symbol. Now I can go to the computer directory. So I will type cd space desktop / subject / your directory name. Yes. ls. Here we have practical and theory file. So I will use that file. Cat practical space theory and then you have to use greater than symbol. I want to create new file as study_material. Press enter. ls. Yes, you can see this file is created. We will check the content of the file. Cat space study_material. Here you can see newly created file showing the content of practical as well as theory. The content will be shown based on the sequence of the file name we have given. If you are specifying theory file as the first argument, then you will see the content of the theory file first. It is up to you which file you are writing first. Now we will move further. Remove directory. Suppose I want to remove the directory max. So I have to go inside the subject directory. I will type cd space dot dot to go to the parent directory. Now I will type ls. Here I will delete the max directory. So type rmdir. That means remove directory. And here we will type the directory name max. Again type ls. So this max directory is deleted. It is possible to delete multiple empty directories in the same way we created them using mkdir. Just write rmdir, give space and then write your arguments. So all the directories will be deleted in that way. Remember, rmdir is useful when we want to delete a directory only if it is empty. If the directory is not empty, like science and computer directory here that are not empty, and using rmdir for such non-empty directory will generate error. I will show you rmdir science. So this way you will get an error directory not empty. To delete a non-empty directory with all its content, we can use the command rm space -r. And -r stand for recursively delete. That means it will delete the science directory along with all its content inside this science directory. Press enter. Now we will see the listing of files and directory. So non-empty directory science is deleted using rm space -r. Here we will see various options that goes with rm command. First I will navigate to computer directory. Now I will type rm space -i and then practical. As I will press enter, it will go in interactive mode. If I will press Y, that is yes, means files will be deleted. And if I will press N, means that file will not be deleted. It will be as it is. We will check it. Here now I am going to press Y. Now again ls. So see here we don't have practical file right now. So -i means interactive delete. It will confirm it before deleting it. So it will verify the delete operation before deleting each file. rm space -r and asterisk. Here the symbol asterisk is known as wildcard character and it is used to delete multiple files at once. The command is very dangerous as it will delete all the files and directory in the current directory. If I will press enter, then the study material theory and all other files and directory of computer directory will be deleted. So you should use it with extreme caution. Right now I will not execute this command. Now to delete write protected file, we have to use rm space -r. -r you know very well that is recursive delete. It will delete the directory as well as all is contained inside that directory. Now forcefully we want to delete write protected files, so -f and then your file name. So we have done all the option of rm command here. Now our next topic is moving around the file system. As we know, the ls command gives the list of the content in the current or specified directory. Here I will come back to desktop directory. To come back to desktop directory, I will type cd space dot dot again dot dot. Yes. Now I will type ls command to see the listing of files and directory on desktop. But here it is not showing the listing of hidden file. First we will create a hidden file, then we will see with different option. Cat space greater than, that is used to create a file, but don't forget to precede with dot operator. Introduction and enter. Write any content. This is my hidden file. Control D. Now again we will go for ls command. Still we can't see hidden file. We have to go with one more option, that is -a. Now you can see this hidden file here. Now we will see various options with ls command. Right now your present working directory is home directory, but I want to see the listing of files that are in home directory. Directly I can go for ls space tilde. No need to write cd and then ls. Directly you can go for ls space tilde. It will show the listing of home directory in the current working directory. Yes, like this. Even you can list the files that are in root directory. ls space slash. To list long listing of file, we have to go for ls space -l. That will show the file permission, size and all the thing. ls space -r. That is not recursive here in ls. That was recursive with rm command. Here -r means sort them in reverse order. Compare the output. Here the listing of this max is first, while when we reverse it, we will get this file at the end of the listing. Now next is ls space -t. That will sort the file by modification time, showing the last edited file first, and then ls space -F. This -F will mark all the directory with slash symbol, as you can see here in subject directory, and the executable file that you use to install any software will be marked with asterisk. Right now we don't have any such executable file, otherwise it will be shown with asterisk. Now we will see ls space -1 that we did earlier also, to list one file per line. ls command also goes with wildcard character like asterisk and question mark. Here I want to list all the files starting with M and then asterisk. So here I press enter. So I am getting the file starting with M. If I want to list all the file ending with S, so here first I will write asterisk. It will show all the files starting with any character but ending with S. Now I want to list all the files, so starting with M, and it should be 5 character long. So this way we are getting it. If I want to list all the files starting with K, L, M, and O, suppose I am giving that range, you can change this character set. It is up to you. Right now I am going for this one, and then asterisk. It will list the file name that's starting with either of this character. Now we don't have any file with K, L, or N, O. We have only file with M. So we are getting this file here. Now I don't want the file in this range, so I have to use not operator here, and then same character set I am using, and then asterisk. So this command will list all the files and directory which are not in the range of this character set. I can even specify range like starting with J and ending with S. You can take any character set. If I don't want this character set, then I can go for ls. Again I have to use not J to S asterisk. We don't have such file to show. If I will write like ls space file starting with K to O, for example, and then any number like 5 to 8, and then any 2 character or any digit. In short, we want to list the file with 4 character file name, and with the condition that the first character is in the range of K to O and the second character is in the range of 5 to 8, whereas the third and fourth character are any valid ASCII character. We don't have such file. I will create it. Cat space greater than M7A9. Control D. Now I will execute this command. K-O 5 to 8 and then any 2 character or digit. So here we are getting this file. That is all for the day. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned in for the next video.